Hello, and welcome to Southern DNSEC, the show where we talk about and make picks on the best conference in the NCAA, and the only one that matters.
That's right. So let's go ahead and jump into it. 12 o'clock, and these are for, I guess, all Saturday. I think the Thursday games are all gone. So Saturday, 12 o'clock, Texas A&M, number 23 Texas A&M versus Arkansas. I mean, Arkansas, I've been with them for a while now, but I got to jump ship now. It's Texas A&M. I've been rooting for them, but it's Texas A&M now, so sorry they're pigs, but I got to give it to Texas A&M on this one.
Well, Texas A&M lost to Auburn last week,
which
wasn't a huge surprise, but I was pulling for them. I was kind of figuring they would maybe pull it out, but Kellen Mond, their quarterback, actually threw for over 300 yards that game, but still couldn't beat Auburn.
Now, Auburn's a good team.
So they only lost by 8 points, but they've never lost to Arkansas since they've joined the SEC. So yeah, Texas A&M. I don't think we.
Yeah.
It's not too hard to pick. It would be a miracle.
All right, so our next 12 o'clock game, Northern Illinois versus Vandy. I don't know a whole lot about Northern Illinois on this one. So I'm going to have to give it to an SEC team, Vandy, and this was kind of more of, I guess, because I got to stick with SEC on this one.
Well, Vandy's still looking for their first win. They haven't won a game yet, so I mean, maybe. I feel like they should beat this team, but I feel like they're going to flub it up somehow. I feel like they're going to Tennessee it.
Yeah.
So
that's sad that's becoming a verb now.
But I mean, Vandy has played some hard teams so far. But I feel like I'm just going to say Northern Illinois on this one, the Huskies.
Oh, so you're going to go against me on this one?
Yeah, just
because.
To go against you.
Yeah, I figured. All right.
Just see what happens. I mean, we've been wrong like a bunch.
Yeah, to be honest with you,
especially last week. Sorry, that was bad.
We've usually picked, games of the week, but I'm going to tell you right now, looking at our list this week, there ain't much of a game of the week.
Well, honestly, this game, the Northern Illinois Huskies, Vandy Commodores game, I think it's probably going to be the most watchable out of the six.
Yeah.
And that's sad.
I mean, a lot of these are blowouts going down this list.
Yeah. The next game's definitely.
Oh, yeah. So let's go ahead into our 3:30 game. Ole Miss versus Alabama. Game. This is just a crappy matchup.
Yeah, if they score more than twice, it's because
wake me up when Alabama plays somebody that's actually hard. I'll wait.
Well, on a 1 to 5 rating of how watchable this game is going to be, I actually rated this at 0.5.
Yeah.
So the first game I gave a 3. This game a 4. Yeah. Or the game before, this one's a 0.5. It's not watchable.
Yeah, I mean,
unless you're an Alabama fan and you just love watching.
More like your Alabama bandwagon.
Your bandwagon team beat up on somebody and the next one's the same way.
Yeah,
it's a little more watchable
game. Tigers, or is it
Towson Tigers? Yeah.
It's a wild name, but versus number 9 Florida. Now, yeah, we're a little sore with Florida. We're both Gator haters.
They're good,
but they whooped the snot out of us.
They got a backup quarterback that threw all over us like we were nothing during the second half.
That was the third string quarterback, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
So anyway,
number 9 team versus nobody team. It's going to be like the game beforehand, but I'll give you Gators one thing. At least you play some teams this year. Unlike some other teams that we've mentioned beforehand, at least you play somebody worth something. Not this game, of course, but you do have some challenges through your schedule. So, but I give it to Florida. Like before, Alabama. This one's Florida. So. The 7 o'clock game, Mississippi State versus number 7 Auburn.
I think this one could be good. Just because Mississippi State's not ranked, doesn't mean that they're going to get run all over.
Yeah, but it's Auburn. Auburn's a great team.
But their freshman quarterback is good, not great.
No, I didn't say the quarterback was great. I said
And
the team was
the team's
great.
good. Their defense is awesome. But I think it's going to be a better game than you think it is. I think it's going to be a little bit above average.
Here's why I
all right.
want to say no to that, and it's because the last week's game, Florida and Tennessee, you actually thought Tennessee was going to do something there, and you thought it was going to be a decent game. Yeah, I think Auburn's going to run all over Mississippi State.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be pretty good for most of it. I think that Auburn's still going to beat them by 2 touchdowns, but
I think it's going to be actually more like 4 touchdowns.
I don't know. I don't think they'd even run the score up that high, but
We'll see. They can. Let's put it that way.
We'll see how it goes.
So you're picking who on this?
I'm picking Auburn.
Auburn, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not picking Mississippi State.
All right.
I'm just
I was going to say
okay
you
game.
done crazy.
No,
You went crazy after last week. I understand. But. All right, 7:30 game, which is our last game of the week, is Kentucky versus South Carolina. Technically, this could go either way for me. Both these schools have had some issues.
Yeah.
I still bring it up about the beginning of the season for South Carolina losing to North Carolina, which I still find to be hilarious. But
here's where I sit on this matchup. Kentucky has an injured kicker and an injured quarterback. Not that the quarterback was that great anyway. Their running backs are still awesome. Why would they win? Because of the running backs. South Carolina sucks.
yeah,
I thought they would do way better than what they've been doing.
this year's been bad for them.
They're bad. I mean, yes, I know. I'm sitting here wearing a Tennessee shirt, and we suck bad too.
But it's
They've
also a
broken
bad
my
year
heart.
for them.
But South Carolina might be the only game that we might have a chance in.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
So, I mean, I feel like Kentucky's still going to win even with the big injuries.
Yeah, I do. I'm going to have to agree with you. I think Kentucky still got this one. I think they got enough where they can pull together and still win this game. So, I know this is all the games we got for this week, but I want to make a little bit of an update on Tennessee. So, have you heard what they're doing?
I've heard some things.
So, apparently, this comes down from the top that apparently Juwan Jennings has been practicing out on the QB spot.
You could put a monkey in there. I don't even care.
We got to try somebody, okay? Now, Juwan Jennings and there's like a couple of players on our team that really, I feel like the only ones are trying right now.
Yeah, he wants to win.
Juwan Jennings is one of the people that are trying right now. But I just think it's kind of funny now we're having to scramble to try to find somebody. Because guess what? And you go back and look at the first video we did on this, Garantano is garbage. And they finally figured that out.
Yeah.
So,
I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I couldn't. I can't do it anymore. I mean, watching him play, if you actually watch, and I'm not a quarterback, I'm a big old dude. I would never play that position in a million years. But I know better than to pick one guy before the play starts and then just throw it to him or throw it away.
Yeah.
That's the only thing he does. Or he just stands there and waits.
He's got tunnel vision, It's pretty bad. But I've been saying it since the beginning. You go back and watch the video that he was garbage, and guess what? He's a garbage quarterback. I mean, he might be a great guy. I don't know. But as a quarterback, he's not a college quarterback. He's definitely not no SEC quarterback, and I'm finally glad that the coaches there are finally getting a glimpse of what we've been saying all along.
Yeah.
So I thought it was funny that Juwan Jennings is up there trying to, take some snaps and stuff.
Well, apparently all 4 quarterback potential people are going to get even practice time to see who does best.
Yeah, but
So if Juwan Jennings runs out there the big first play
of Georgia,
against Georgia, I don't know if I'm either gonna cry or be excited. The boy, he wants to win.
Yeah, I mean he wants it. I'll give him that because I feel like it's him and a couple others, and it's a very small amount that I see that actually want wins.
But we've lost like 5 players so far.
Yeah,
Because I mean the thing that bothers me is the recruits. Whenever people see this, they look at a team and they go,
why go to Tennessee?
Why play here if they have such a bad name? But I think the coaching has a lot to do with it. I think just because people are blind, maybe there's some money involved there. I don't know,
I think a lot of that had to do with because Peyton Manning said he was a good quarterback at the Manning camp, and I think Butch Jones, who's the one that recruited him,
Yeah.
so he thought he was a good quarterback also. I think that's the only reason why he got as much game time as he did. Now, some of us knew that he was just a horrible quarterback, and we wanted him gone from day one.
Yeah.
I think if we would have started maybe that freshman that played halfway through last game, if we would have started him at the beginning of the season, he would probably be in a better shape by now to be able to play some of these teams. And I feel like, if we don't throw Jennings in the game against Georgia, let the freshman play. Let's get him some experience. Because Dobbs played his first game versus Alabama. Who else? Manning, I think he played his first game versus Alabama. And Clausen, he played his first game versus Alabama. So let him get some experience versus a school that's probably going to dominate the snot out of us.
Well, I mean, yeah,
that way he's ready for these smaller schools that we have potential to win this year.
Yeah.
So go ahead and throw the freshman in because he's going to be with us, for another 4 years.
As long as Mara plays, I'm fine. JT Shrout doesn't even know what a corded phone is and tries to use it as a cell phone. I don't even. I hope that was a joke. I was embarrassed.
But like I said, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens on the Georgia game. Who's coming out as quarterback? I figured we'd throw that little update out there because I just thought it was hilarious that we're scrambling now because this should have been taken advantage of before the season started, and we didn't do that. It should have been taken advantage of before or after the first game played because how bad we done that game also.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, guys.
I understand, giving somebody the benefit of the doubt, but whenever
you're throwing three interceptions, a game, that's pretty bad for a junior.
Well, they tried to look at last year because his lack of interceptions, but the fact is when you don't throw it in the general direction of coverage, you don't take any chances at all, of course you're not going to get interceptions.
Exactly. So, I mean,
right.
It is what it is. But, yeah, I just figured
Before
I'd
we
throw
run
it
too
out there.
long.
Yeah. So, that's the picks for this week. Stay tuned for our regular video for the week on Saturday. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Catch you next time.
Let's get it.